Hey guys, Eric with Blue Line Fishing. Welcome back to the channel. Your time's important to me as always. And what we're going to do in this segment of the John Boat to Bass Boat build is we're going to get the seat posts in, and we're going to get the water sealing done on all the wood surfaces, and then finally we're going to get the carpet down. Stick around. I think you guys will really enjoy this episode. Well, we got the seat posts in tonight, at least the bases for the seat posts. They're not screwed down yet. Can't do that till I get the carpet in, but I'll give you guys a closer look at that. Okay guys, here's the seat post in. They're not bolted down or anything yet. This is just basically a mock-up for where I'm gonna have it, but I've got my holes in here, and I ended up using a 2 1/4 inch hole saw on that, and I actually went to with the adjustable seat mounts here. I think that'll be pretty nice because that way it can be adjusted for the height of the person at the front of the boat. Got my one in the back here, and it went through the plywood, the aluminum, into the foam, and I am super happy with the flush mount I got on both of these, and ended up using this 2 1/4 inch hole saw. And I'll show you, I did a number of trial cuts just to see how that was going to work out. Okay guys, here's the trial cuts that I did. 2 1/2 inch, and then 2 1/4, and then 2 1/4, another trial run at it, and I can't remember what size that was, a lot smaller on that one. The 2 1/2 is what I saw a lot of guys use at work. Definitely plenty of room, and I don't think it's going to make it wobble or anything like that, but the 2 1/4 was just a perfect fit to get these posts in like that, like I wanted them, nice and flush with no wiggle room really. So we got all the wood pieces sealed, the casting deck, the rear deck, the floor, the hatch lid. So now we're just going to wait for this stuff to cure up for about 48 hours. Sealed it with Tompkins water seal. Probably doesn't have to dry that long, but we're just going to make sure it's good and dry, because the next step is the carpeting. And hopefully it'll cool off by then, because tonight it has been so hot. That's 3 things we don't lack here in southern Indiana, is corn, soybeans, and weather that's as hot as the surface of the sun in the summertime. So we're going to try and get some paint on the underside of this now. All the exposed wood that'll show when the hatches are lifted up or anything like that, or kind of towards the end of the deck, I'm going to go ahead and paint gray to match the carpet. Then I'm going to get ready to try and put in this weekend. All right guys, carpet prep is over. I trimmed all the decks, casting deck, rear deck, floor. It's ready for carpet. Got the holes cut for the seat posts and the seat post mounts actually, and got all the trim painting done so everything kind of matches up once the carpet's on. So next segment, we're gonna get to putting some carpet on these decks. Okay guys, today's the day. We're gonna carpet today, front, rear deck, floor, hatch lid, and get all this done. So I'm getting ready to get some carpet glue down, some carpet adhesive, and then we'll start stapling and we'll get everything carpeted up. Okay, before we get going, I just wanted to mention that I've laid out all my decks here and the lid in the same direction. In other words, facing forward, how they're going to go on the boat, because once this carpet's on, it's going to reflect light differently if you lay it out differently, and you'll have that mismatch kind of shades of gray on here or whatever color you're using. So I've got everything laid out to make sure it's facing forward, and all the carpet's going to lay the same direction. Just going to be hopefully a nicer look when it's done and give me a better finished product. So I'm using this Tech Indoor Outdoor Carpet Adhesive, 20 bucks a gallon at Menards. I'm sure you can get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, any of the big box stores. The trowel I'm using right here to apply this, I'm using the bigger tooth edge on this, is what I saw most of the guys say, and then this is just a little putty knife to spread that around. So that is what I'm using, and I'm also using the pneumatic nail gun here, and I highly recommend one of these right here because it's going to make your life a lot easier than trying to use the old Power Shot type manual staple gun. Okay, carpet was put down yesterday. Came to check it today, make sure the glue's set up real well, and it looks like it's done really, really well. Front deck, you can kind of see the outline here where I'm going to put my hatch in, so that's why you can see that right there. Other than that, looks smooth. No bubbles or anything like that. The flooring's looking good. And here we have our rear hatch, and I've got a little work to do to that. I'm going to have to do a little more trimming on this, and I'm also going to have to put my piano hinge in and such. But I think everything is looking pretty dang good. Okay guys, here's what we got done today. We finally got the carpeting done. Also got the hatches put in, and this front hatch, and I'll show you guys the back hatch with the piano hinge. But as far as the front goes, I'll give you guys a little closer look here. Did a prefab lid like I talked about before for this hatch right here. It's not screwed down yet because when we start doing the wiring, want to be able to take the deck off and get to all the wiring we're going to do for the trolling motor, sonar unit, and also the live well. So got that one there, and then got the seat post put in. I think those come out looking really nice, and then it's a you can change elevation on it, change the height on it, and that is already bolted down because that goes in that little box I talked about in the previous segment there, and it's on a really solid base. Flooring done, and also got the back post. This one is just sitting in there kind of as a mock-up, just because we have to be able to take this back deck off as well once again to get to the wiring and the plumbing and stuff we're going to put in for the live well electronics and all that good stuff. Then the back hatch, this gave me fits. I still don't think it looks great because you can see it's not flush right here, but once again, like I said, I'm not a carpenter, not a fabricator or anything. Cut the piano hinge down, was able to attach it here, and then both my batteries will go in here, and an onboard battery charger as well. Like I say, it's a little Not really how I want it to look. I might be able to come up with something in the future to kind of get this to lie flatter, but I've tried a little bit of everything, and my son came over and helped me, and it took somebody smarter than me to even get this far on it. So I'm pretty happy with the way it all turned out. But all in all, guys, I think it's starting to look like a bass boat. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that segment, part 3 here of the John boat to bass boat build. Like I say, it's starting to look like a bass boat. I really appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget, if you got something out of this video or just enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel. Also check out the link down below, the description. I've got several links to product discounts for you guys. And once again, I really appreciate you guys watching.